Alright, it should all be in there.
Alright, let me just have a listen to it. This is gonna be a great opening for my countdown.
Yeah? Well, if they don't care, then why should we?
Dude, you know there's a plane in the background?
There was. Oh shoot. I'm sorry, man.
No, don't be sorry. Think for once. If you make mistakes in life, man, something's wrong with you. You gotta be 100% perfect.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Or maybe you're not even John at all. Maybe you're a double agent, a mole for a rival channel, or maybe even the Sonic Show making sure I don't top their comedy show.
I'm just gonna go now.
Hey guys, TheJRPictures here, and welcome back to another Sonic Boom Vlogs. This is Sonic Boom Vlogs, episode 12, Circus of Plunders. So the episode starts off with a Sonic Heroes opening where we have our main heroes that go after Dr. Eggman in his new machine called Squidbot.
It's not a squid, it's an octopus! Can't you tell by the size of the tentacles in relation to the head?
Whatever. So, Squidbot.
It's an octopus! An octopus!
Octopus Bot has no sharp tentacles at the end, which definitely does prove that this is meant to be a kid's toy in the future. Buy the merchandise, kids. I'm waiting for the Buster toy. If that's available, I want it. So after a little bit of a fight with the Octopus Bot, Tails arrives with his plane with the Unbolterizer as he shoots Eggman's Octopus Bot, causing it to actually backfire on his friends. So boulders come down, it buries Knuckles in the ground, Sticks barely gets run over, which of course later, after they defeat Eggman, causes his friends to actually say, "What the hell were you thinking, Tails? You weren't sure that was safe. Why did you actually use that Unbolterizer? You could have killed us. You could have failed the mission." And this is the point in the episode that I absolutely don't like.
I don't know what happened. I'll tell you what happened. Your laser almost turned us into robo-fish food. Ow!
And so what if it backfired? I mean, none of you died or anything, and Dr. Eggman was stopped, so why are you guys being such jerks to him? Well, fortunately, it's only them being jerks. It's actually Sonic who is being the big brother telling Tails that, you know, Tails, it's not your fault, you know, anything could have gone wrong. But, of course, since Sonic's friends are being total dicks to Tails, Tails decides, you know what, I'm just gonna bail out on my plane and try to fix this Unbolterizer until it's perfect.
Hey, guys, go easy on Tails. So we made a mistake.
I am totally on with Sonic here. This is definitely Sonic in his best role. I mean, back in the first episode, Sidekick, I really didn't like how he fired Tails. I mean, I get the idea that he was trying to protect Tails, but why did you have to have him do that? I mean, I get he's trying to protect Tails, but it just felt so heartless for Sonic. And it definitely doesn't help in Rise of Lyric when he traps Lyric for 1,000 years, causing him to be even more angry. From this direction, I really hated where they were going with Sonic. And it definitely seemed like throughout every single episode, they were showing that Sonic was kind of a careless character. Or not really careless as in, I don't really care, but more of a character that's not really open-hearted. If anything, he can be cold-hearted at some moments, or at least cold-hearted as in he can shut people down in some ways. But this episode definitely shows that Sonic is definitely opened up to Tails more as a brother, where you have Amy, Sticks, and even Knuckles who are being total jerks to him. Sticks, who of course is overreacting it. Sonic is definitely being the big brother, so in a way I kind of both like this scene and don't like this scene. So completely out of nowhere, a truck almost runs him over, and inside the truck is T.W. Barker, who we saw briefly in episode 10, Dude, Where's My Eggman, when Orbot and Cubot were selling the Eggmobile to him. And since we do see the Eggmobile and Cowbot, then you can definitely tell that the continuity is not there, but the characters are. And it turns out that T.W. Barker is actually looking for people to help run his circus, since he only has like 2 bears for performers. So of course Sonic and his friends offer their support. Amy's totally deceived when she actually hears that, "For the children!"
The children will be ever so disappointed.
Not the children!
Yes, the children.
No, not the children! And of course, this actually leads to, without a doubt, the most funniest joke in this episode.
It's okay if you're not capable.
Capable is my middle name.
I thought your middle name was The.
Okay, I just gotta say that joke made me laugh hard. That was just perfect right there. That was awesome. And so T.W. Barker builds his tent literally out of nowhere as he gives each of them a job. So Sonic gets to go in the Sphere of Fear as he just spins around endlessly. Then you have Amy, who is a sad clown. Knuckles is being a daredevil, which people have made the joke that this is a reference to the patched jump glitch, which obviously, of course, it isn't. Then you have Sticks, who's being a trapeze, and yeah, pretty much the circus is set. So once the circus runs, everything goes pretty well. Then back at home, you have Tails, who is trying to build his Bolterizer, and you have a comedic moment where he constantly shoots his lasers out. Like, this only happens twice in the episode, so it's not repetitive. He shoots his laser outside, and it ends up hitting directly at Eggman's remote in a comedic way. It's just hilarious.
Oh, come on! Stupid piece of junk!
One final test.
Sweet! Just in time for Dancing with the Robots! No! It's the season finale!
So back at the circus, everything seems to be going well until T.W. Barker traps Sonic in the Sphere of Fear, as well as Knuckles, Sticks, and Amy inside a cage. Which, of course, by the looks of it, there doesn't seem to be a lock on the cages. I mean, yeah, there's a lock clearly on Sonic's cage, but on Knuckles and Sticks, you don't even see a lock there. I mean, you guys are pretty much trying to break out. I mean, can't you just push it open rather than just, So Tails finally communicates to Sonic what's going on, and then Sonic explains the situation, in which Tails, for some reason, seems to know who the circus person is, even though he never met him in the episode. But yeah, the rest of the episode is as you would imagine. And of course, the moral of the episode is that, hey, if you're a failure, you are a failure. But if you reach 100% perfection, you can be your best friend.
Yeah, you did good.
Sorry for saying you were a double agent. I didn't realize you were a triple agent. Yeah, thanks, Tails. Well, I'm just happy I could help.
That's right, Tails. We give you our big yous in the ass. So yeah, as a whole, this is actually a pretty good episode, and definitely the lowest point for me is definitely when Amy, Sticks, and Knuckles bash on Tails for screwing up one of their missions. Which definitely didn't work when Tails Sonic adventured in the first episode, and Sonic decides, you know what, maybe it's a better idea if I fire him. Why? And this is definitely what holds the episode back, is the mean-spirited decisions that the friends make towards him. And in a way, I actually looked up a little bit, like I researched a little bit of this episode, and it seems like the writer who wrote this episode is the same writer as Sidekick. So yeah, there's a little bit of similarity to how Tails, messes up, he gets bashed on for complete bullshit reason, and in the end, Tails actually proves himself that he can actually do it, no matter how hard the circumstance may be. So we're kind of back in that episode again. But in comparison to Sidekick, I do like this episode better, and that's mostly because it's really, really funny.
A circus, huh? Like with clowns?
And elephants? And art made from corn husks? I have no idea what a circus is.
So yeah, as a whole, this is a really fun episode, and this was definitely one that I was having a hard time thinking of what verdict to give it. I mean, it's definitely better than Sidekick, which I gave a 6 out of 10. And it has a lot of humor, just as good humor as Dude, Where's My Eggman and Fortress of Squalitude, which I gave an 8 out of 10. But because it does have that mean-spirited choice to make Amy, Knuckles, and Sticks total dicks, it kind of does hold it back a little bit. So yeah, as a whole, I think I'm going to have to give this episode a 7 out of 10. And it's a shame, because if they actually did get rid of that scene where Amy, Knuckles, and Sticks bash on Tails, it probably would have gotten an 8 out of 10. But if they actually remove the humor, then, or at least lessen the humor, it would probably get a 6 out of 10. But yeah, my final verdict is going to be a 7 out of 10. It's an above average episode, it's a pretty good episode, and it's actually really funny. The humor is definitely the best part of this episode. And yeah, as I said, the mean-spirited choice by the rest of the friends is definitely really, I'm not sure if I would say off character, but just pretty damn mean. But I really love how Sonic does actually stand up as a big brother to Tails. So this is definitely a moment where I think that they can definitely redeem Sonic, despite the fact that they actually gave him less of that kind heart that he was in the original main series. But it definitely does prove that no matter what, he is loyal to his friends. And I really like seeing that, especially in this episode. So yeah, Circus of Plunders, this was a pretty good episode, and yep, so when we get on to the next episode, we get to watch episode 13, Unlucky Knuckles. Something tells me that Knuckles is definitely not going to be so lucky. I mean, some part of the title kind of gives it away, so yeah. So, I'll see you guys in the next Sonic Boom vlogs, and definitely not going to go to a circus, but I'm definitely going to practice my parkour skills, so see you guys in the next Sonic Boom vlogs. Woo! I have no idea what the frick I'm doing right now. There's like no way I can parkour in this room.
Yeah. What about today? Oh, that? He was just being paranoid. He had no idea what was going on. I just acted like I had no idea what he was talking about. Look, don't worry. Everything's falling into place. It's all going according to plan, like I said before. Okay, you trust me on this? Okay, good. We'll talk at the meeting later, alright? See ya. Ha 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 ha!